Hi, this is Glenn Fricke, St. Petersburg home inspector and owner of DG Construction and Inspections. At this property here that I inspected earlier today, the owner was concerned about some cracks and needed some more information before they wanted to make a decision. As we go around the side here, you can see down towards the bottom some cracking here along the concrete block, evident as well along the walls, just with some stair-step cracking. As you go along the side here, some more cracking, as well as up here a differential crack where there was a little bit of movement of the block out up there. As we go along the front, we see a couple of minor things, nothing here really in the driveway that's abnormal in any sense. This retaining wall here, which is concrete block, had a split, as you see, running right up the face of it here, and then there's also a horizontal crack running this way. This whole front of the wall cracks, a diagonal crack running down here, as well as all along this side. And then the biggest cause for concern in this instance was from the inside. There was a drywall or a plaster crack original on the house that mimicked this crack right here. It was literally just horizontal on the wall in the ceilings, and then the glass was cracked right here as well, probably from the fact that there was some settlement, and this was basically the weakest point, and it potentially may have broken the glass. So you can see here there was some patching, and that kind of has since cracked a little bit. This planter bed obviously is very well sloped towards this area. This has pulled completely away from the house. And then the one thing that was interesting right here in the yard was there was this big depression. In Florida, sinkholes form basically pure normal circles as the limestone erodes and the water basically circles the limestone. This is kind of what you potentially could get. Looking at the neighbor's house, I noticed they sort of had some of the similar symptoms of stair-step cracking here going on the side of the house, as well as a differential crack on this back portion here. You can see the block wall kind of has heaved out this way a little bit, so there's been a little bit of movement on that. Looking at this property, though, the one thing that we don't know, it's an older property, we do know that, but we don't know what the builder did or what was here originally. We don't even know if this was maybe even just a spot where there was a giant oak tree in the ground. They may have pulled this out of here at some point, you know, maybe even 40 years ago, left roots intact, and what you could see is maybe just settlement from the tree, roots and things, you know, in the ground rotting and dissolving away. We also see here that there's no gutter system on this house. All the water that's flowing off of this roof is draining down here. We don't know how this house was built, what the footer system is like, you know, how well compacted the soil was put down before they poured the footers and then subsequently the block walls. So there's a lot of unknowns in this. Obviously this large depression here is kind of a cause for concern. Potentially could be a sinkhole, but we don't know that without any sort of ground penetrating radar. So unfortunately for this homeowner, I really didn't have any, you know, solid answers as to, you know, what potentially may be causing the cracks that they see. These cracks could be literally as old as the house and occurred, you know, not long after this house was originally built, or, you know, they could have been within the last 2 years. Just no real way to tell. So this is Glenn Fricke, St. Petersburg home inspector. As always, your referral is the best compliment I can receive.